guys, welcome back to the channel. So yesterday after work I started a vlog and I'm going to put the b-roll in a minute of me going to Waterstones in one of the local towns, and I filmed a clip in my car at the start of that video and I've watched it back and the audio is really bad. I sound like I'm at the bottom of a well, and I think it's because my phone was still connected to my car. Apologies also for background noise today. It's very hot. I cannot shut the windows to film. So the audio sounds like I'm at the bottom of a well, so I'm having to refilm it, which is very rare for me, but if you can't hear what I'm saying, there's very little point to the video. So I'm coming in to do the intro, then there'll be some b-roll, and then I will show you the books at the end. Basically, I put together my TBR for the Summer Reading Challenge. I will leave the link to the announcement video below if you don't know what I'm talking about. I put my books together and realised that I was missing two prompts. I was missing a middle grade or YA, because that's not a genre I read a lot of these days. So I was missing one of those, and I was also missing a queer book, which is the win prompt. So middle grade is Leanne from Leanne Rose, and queer book is Win from Literary Diversions. And I didn't have any queer books left on my shelves, and that's mostly because they don't stay on my shelves very long. I usually read them pretty quickly. Plus I'm filming this in June, and I'm reading deliberately a lot of queer fiction in June because it's Pride Month, and obviously we want to read queer books all the time and just have it as a normal part of our reading diet, but I like to also have quite a lot of them in my June reading. So I'd already read or cleared off a lot of the queer books on my shelf. I've also got elsewhere in my TBR, which you guys will see in full at the end of July, books that are possibly queer as well, but I didn't have any that I knew for sure. So I was like, well, terrible, I'm gonna have to have a trip to Waterstones. I had a gift voucher left over from Christmas. I know it's June and I've still got a gift voucher left, a book voucher left, but it's one I've been saving for a rainy day, and I was like, this is the rainy day, except it was 25 degrees and blazing sunshine because we are at the start of a heat wave. And work finished a little bit early yesterday. We're in that time of year where year 11 have gone. Year 6 haven't started coming up yet for their settling in time. That's next week. So there's a tiny bit of a lull where we don't have loads of meetings and stuff. So I was able to get out of work at 4 o'clock, which is rare for me. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to drive out of my way on my way home and go to Waterstones that I love. There is one nearer to me in my new town, but I don't love it as much as the one that I took you guys to, which you'll see in a minute. So I drove a little way out of my way and went and had a wander around a very pretty town and a Waterstones that I really like, and I picked out 2 books, and here is the b-roll of my trip to the bookshop. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the little jaunt with me. It was really nice to just kind of do something relaxing after work rather than meetings or coming straight home to do housework and cook dinner and all that stuff. Not that I do that much housework and the husband cooks dinner, but you know what I mean. It was nice to do something a little bit out of the ordinary and just take a bit of time for myself, which was lovely. Plus I love wandering around that town. As you can see, it's very pretty. And I got 2 books to finish off my TBR. So I had a really good rummage around that Waterstones, and I went in with literally no like preconceptions on what I was going to pick up. I just wanted to have a look and see what I was kind of drawn to that fit into the categories for the TBR. And I picked up 2. So one is an author I've read before, and one was a complete new author I've not heard of before, and it is a bit of a cover bar. You will see when we get there. So the first one I picked up was my pick for queer book, and that is Solitaire by Alice Oseman. This is in the same universe as Nick and Charlie and Heartstopper, and we're following Tori, who is Charlie's big sister, and she's a character I've always been really intrigued by in the Heartstopper series because she's quite mysterious. I've got kind of quite a few questions around her, and this is her book. It's quite a chunk because it is it's just over 400 pages, so it's quite a big book. I feel like I'm going to fly through it though. I've read the Heartstopper series, and I've also read Loveless and really enjoyed that. So I'm excited to pick this up and give this a try. And because it's Alice Oseman, I know there will be loads of different different genders and sexualities, etc. in there. And it will probably make me emotional because most of this author's writing does that to me. So I feel like I'll fly through it. It's a young adult book, and I'm going to read you the back because obviously I don't know much about this. I also really love these covers. I don't know if they've redone their books in these covers, but they are beautiful and I am fully on board. So this just says on the back, it's a very short one. It just says, my name is Tori Spring. I like to sleep and I like to blog. Last year I had friends. Things were very different, I guess, but that's all over now. Now there's Solitaire and Michael Holden. I don't know what Solitaire are trying to do, and I don't care about Michael Holden. I really don't. So I'm really intrigued, and we've definitely got Nick and Charlie here as well. So I'm kind of excited to be back in that world with those characters. So yeah, that is going to be my choice for queer read. And then I could do middle grade or YA, and I had a good poke around the YA section, but I was just really not feeling it. And I'm not really reading or reaching for young adult at the moment, but I do still enjoy a middle grade now and again. And this one was the Waterstones middle grade book of the month, and I was like, well, that's probably saying quite a lot, plus this cover. Like, let's just take a moment for this cover. So this is not a book I've heard about. This is also the Waterstones exclusive edition, which means it has these beautiful sprayed edges with the lightning bolts on. So was this a cover by? Kind of, but also because it was book of the month as well, I was like, well, that's probably a mark that it's going to be a good one. So this is, and I apologise in advance if I'm not saying this right, I have looked up how to pronounce the author's name, but apologies if I don't get it quite right. So this is Mayowa and the Sea of Words by Chibundu Onuzu, and this on the front, so there's a quote from Catherine Rundle which says, joyfully and truly original, looks really fun. It's the first in a trilogy, I think. Yeah, it says that on the back. And I just like this cover, and it says courage, home, compassion, spite, anger, strength, welcome, joy. Like, it looks really intriguing. And then I'll read you the little bit on the back. So it says, jump feet first into a world of wonder. 10-year-old Mayowa has always thought that her grandpa Edward, who dyes his beard emerald green and jumps on books in private, is rather eccentric. Until one day she jumps on a book for herself and uncovers a huge family secret. Mayowa is a logo salter. Logo salters can harness the emotions inside a book and channel them directly into the world. Courage, love, tolerance, fear, hatred, betrayal. So this will be the words around the edge here. But Mayowa and Grandpa Edward aren't the only logo salters in the world, and not everybody wants to use this incredible power for good. Brimming with heart, this is the first book in a spellbinding trilogy. So yeah, I just thought that would fit the middle grade prompt really well. It's just such a great cover. It's not very long, as most middle grades aren't. It's about just under 300 pages. It's also got illustrations in it. Who is the illustrator? Is it going to tell me? So yeah, I was just really drawn to it, obviously. Is it going to tell me who the illustrator is? It doesn't seem to. I can't find it. If I can find it, oh, it literally says it on the cover page. So it's illustrated by Paula Zoriti, something, just there. Because yeah, this looks so much fun. So yeah, I've got my picks for middle grade and for queer book, which now completes my TBR. Like I said, you guys will see a full TBR video from me towards the end of July, because I'll be filming that soon, ready for August. I'm so excited for the reading challenge. I'm excited to attempt 31 and 31. I'm just excited to read a lot of books in August. I did it last year and it was just so good for my brain. It just really relaxed me, recharged me, kind of got me ready for the chaos that is the next school year, as much as you can get ready for that. So yeah, this finishes off the TBR for me, and like I said, you will see that in full shortly. I think this is going to be a funny little video. It's going to be a short one, but I just thought it'd be fun to make a little video out of it, take you with me to the bookshop, and show you me finishing off my TBR. If you got to this point in the video, it's going to have to be the lightning bolt emoji, so leave me a lightning bolt emoji for this beautiful sprayed edges. Also, let me know which prompt you're most excited for on the reading challenge, which is the one you're really drawn to and have either completed or excited to read. Please subscribe if you like more of this chaos, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks everyone. Bye.